Lauda had a 35-point lead as they started the race under leaden skies on a wet track. Only Jochen Mass had opted for slicks, but the way he got off the line and lap 1 convinced Niki Lauda that rain tyres that he and everyone else had chosen were not the right call. He changed early, and moments later, the 76 season was torn apart. An enormous accident, Lauda trapped in his burning car. Briton Guy Edwards managed to avoid the wreckage, but Brett Lunger was not so lucky. The Surtees slammed into the car. Edwards and Merzario dragged Lauda from what almost became his funeral pyre. With heavy hearts, the drivers started once more the German Grand Prix. Hunt taking the lead from Regazzoni, 2 Tyrrells snapping at his heels. But everybody's mind was on the fortunes of Niki Lauda. He'd been helicoptered to hospital in Mannheim and was in the intensive care unit. He was suffering from bad facial burning, from inhaling toxic smoke, and with several fractured bones. Doctors fought to save his life and stabilised him by Sunday evening. But by Tuesday, his condition had rapidly deteriorated, and the priest was rushed to the hospital to give Niki Lauda the last rites. Nikolaus Andreas Lauda, at death's door following his German Grand Prix smash and still swathed in bandages covering his severe burns, was back at the wheel of his Ferrari, an act of incredible bravery which was lost on no one.
I think everybody who has driven race cars or know what it's about having had an accident is that when you have an accident, physically you can be alright fairly quick if you have good doctors, but mentally is the problem. To force yourself to get back to the style of driving you did before, that means to reach all the limit or sometimes even be able to go over the limit.
Behind the wheel of a racing car once more.
Lauda is known with affection as the Rat. He made himself Super Rat.
Everybody in the world knows Enzo Ferrari and his red cars. And I think he did a lot for all of us, so therefore I really admire him, even when he says sometimes some stupid things about me.
The remaining big news was that Niki Lauda, in his first race back from retirement, had quietly contrived to come fourth.
He was the toughest guy to beat, as far as I know. The toughest guy, so therefore this championship is the most important one for me.
Held up for a long time by Johansson, Lauda remembered his mistake at the Nürburgring and didn't repeat it. Lauda bided his time for many laps and eventually saw daylight. Johansson butted him, but it was a farewell gesture. Lauda's next obstacle was in 5th place, Alboreto. But Lauda still had 3 cars between him and the championship, or 2 after he took Rosberg. But still had 1 car, Mansell's, between himself and the great prize. Lauda came home to his 3rd World Championship, with the lapped Piquet and Rosberg, both ex-World Champions themselves, saluting him like chased planes.